Hi, this is Jay Delvecchio, President and CEO of W.I.T.S. I appreciate your time. I wanted to share some fun stuff with you, and I think what you maybe haven't considered before with your vast talents and background is about being an instructor for W.I.T.S. and refreshing your career, kind of getting some new perspectives. There's nothing like leading and learning and realizing how many things you maybe have been glossing over that excites you and that is there for you to share with the new generation of trainers. Your knowledge is immensely popular amongst those that need it. So it energizes the soul. So I wanted to go over a few things with you here to see if this might be something you'd like to pursue with us. Because, does teaching at a college help or hurt you in the fitness field? I think it helps you a lot, right? Yes and yes. It's going to rejuvenate you. It's going to definitely be a revenue generator as a whole for your person. But as far as in the fitness field, to be able to share that you train the trainers at a local college, that's a big plus. That's a big plus. I mean, employers pay for leaders. That's all there is to it. So if you're certified for a number of years and want to lead in certain areas of this course, we have a job for you. If you have a degree in exercise science in the field itself directly and want to teach lectures and or practical based on your experiences, we have a job for you. And it's a lot of fun. So, I mean, clients, certainly on an individual basis, if you're doing that still on a regular basis, part-time or full-time, they want a trainer that they know works in a college. What an advantage over sharing your capabilities, your experiences over somebody who's just certified or just has a degree and has been doing it for a few years, 10 years, whatever. I also train the trainers working with the area college that everybody's name recognizes. That puts you on a different shelf, up very high on the back of their mind as to who they want training them. Not to mention, if you're in a facility currently working as well, you can recruit, right? You see who's coming through your class. You have experienced them as showing up on time and knowing their materials and so on and so forth before they ever test for the national exam for the certification. You have a good idea of who and what they are. So guess what? Now all of a sudden you can recruit for your site and get the top grads coming out of this class right away because you're going to know who they are. And then, of course, maybe your schedule is too busy because usually we're looking for somebody with the lectures, the practicals. It's a 5-week course, a complete 5-week course. We're going to give you all the tools for it, but it's 3 hours a week in lecture or 3 hours a week in practical lab or both. If you're doing both parts, you love doing both parts. We like to put you in areas that you're going to thrive and that you feel great in from the standpoint of leading. And it's not just a job to you, but you like talking theory about how the body functions under the stresses of exercise or the energy sources for the body or the mechanics of it in a practical skill lab. Just depends what you want, but maybe you just want to test on those areas. You can only do 1 day, 2 days tops a semester. We do have spots for examiners as well, again, with the same background. But if you teach for us, you can't test for us. It's one or the other because there's that firewall, right, of credibility that you're not teaching to the tests, right? So it's something to think about if you want to pick one way or the other. But right now I'm talking about really just about as far as being an instructor. Now, how does that work? Well, we have our courses, 15 hours of core knowledge lectures. Now, we do those in person or virtual. So it just depends, but those are the two avenues that we have for somebody who loves talking theoretical core knowledge aspects because that's their passion and that's cool and that bleeds through and that's what students feed off of is that energy because right now remember they don't have to be there. They are sponges and they just want to learn this stuff because they want to get into the field because it excites them. It changes their lifestyle, their bodies, their whole feeling about themselves. It energizes them. So This is not like a regular required course where they are just going to be not too enthusiastic or forced to be in it because they got to pass this course to get to that course and a degree. These are people who want to be there, so they're excitable, and that energy is fun. It is fun. So, you may want to lead the practicals, the practical skill labs. Again, everything's going to be on video. It's lesson plans are provided to you. You've got a mentor on these online teacher modules, so you can learn and do what you need to do, and feel really good before you ever even walk in the classroom for your first class. So, and you work when you want to work. We offer you the job for this semester coming up, at this time, that time. Can you make it? Can you do it? One part, both parts, that's up to you. Because again, and we build up a seniority as to who gets first crack at them as we go through. So if this is something you like to do, it's very rejuvenating. But you'll get right of first refusal with being a veteran teacher for us as we go through the years. Hopefully, we have a lot of teachers who have been teaching with us for 20 plus years. Starting the pay is based on experience, your certifications, degrees. What exactly do you have? If you're a certified personal trainer that's been leading, been in the business full time for obviously, let's see, 3, 5, 10 years. That kind of a trainer at 10 years is going to obviously get paid a little bit more than somebody who's been doing it for 3 years. But we base it on once your classes start going through the student feedback, the student results as to how they're doing in that class of the practical skills, for instance, as a certified trainer. That weighs in on how your increase in pay comes and things like that. Do you have a degree as well? Boom, that adds something to it as well. So I couldn't really just say you'll get X amount of dollars, but it ranges anywhere between $25 and $50 an hour based on that, whether you're doing lectures or practical skill labs or both. But as you can see, the certification options we have over there on the right, group fitness, personal trainer is by far the most popular, but we also have senior fitness, youth, and fitness management. So there may be areas in there that you really, really, really feel like you own and control and would love to lead something like that. And that's what we need to hear from you because we want to put you in a box that makes you excited and makes you feel good about expanding and refreshing your career with all this knowledge. Because, working people out, in, out, daily, boom, 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 that's cool stuff. No doubt about it. But, it does become a little bit more ritualistic, and teaching and leading definitely refreshes the soul and the mind for what you're doing. So it's a nice addition, not to mention it pays pretty darn well. Now, when we get to the part, what do we need? Copy of your resume, the most current one you have. Copy of your certifications. As a certified personal trainer for 10 years from us, from another organization, we need to see a copy of those for verification, obviously, because we have a reputation to uphold with the colleges that we're providing well-established leaders, right? So it's a win-win for both of us. And 3 references with contact info. We sometimes get 3 references of people we can never reach. It's got to be people that are familiar with your work, with your abilities, because that's what will excite us to bring you in, maybe over somebody who doesn't have all that kind of background and references that they're gonna call it out. We don't want 3 references of clients because one would be fine, but we really don't know. They don't know exactly what we're looking for from a professional standard side. We would want your fitness director, your club director who knows your work ethic and your abilities. And at the college, we would want certainly somebody who can be a reference in that respect as well. Those high-end professional references are more weighed on than anything else. So, but that's as easy as it is to get things started, and then we can roll from there and hopefully adding you to our team. Now, here's some contact information if you need to reach me. Obviously, take a peek on our website. We're actually putting in a new one right now, which is going to be much, much, much more user-friendly and pretty cool. But hey, it's all about sharing your knowledge, changing our fitness industry for the better. We all know there's plenty of trainers out there who cheapen it they've gone through a weekend warrior thing or online only, tested online. And the credibility, it varies depending on the person themselves, the mentors they've had. But if they have you as a mentor, they have you as a leader, and they go through what is the only certification that's accredited for written knowledge and hands-on practical skills. They are tested by two testers on a case scenario, on-demand test to show this, to show that, varying degrees of whether they're using free weights, body weight, machines, tubing. Those are all part of the exam to show that they're capable, because before we give them our shingle that they're going to go out there and say they're WIT certified, they're going to be safe, they're going to be efficient, they're going to be good. And if you're teaching, guess what? It's something to take pride in as well. You're going to see those people in stores in different areas. You're going to hear stories about them as the years go on, hopefully teaching for us. It's exciting. It's very cool to see this kind of thing. And you're changing the industry in your own community. So let us know what you think. Reach back to me. I hopefully look forward to working with you soon. Thank you.